Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining in today. I hope this session will be very helpful. So let's get started. Here we go. Let's see the last updates we have in the last 3-4 months. We have a lot of updates. Some of them we use it to see. Some of them were new. Some of them are usual, and some of them are really important. So here we go. Let's start with the first update. So we have another Google core algorithm update. So on the 4th of May, Google's Daniel Sullivan has confirmed the second update this year is the first update after the COVID-19. It's another algorithm update. So basically, this update is a little bit more stronger from the first update we see this year. The first update was, according to SEMrush, is about 8 points of volatility. This new one is from 9 to 9.4 points. What are the most influenced categories of these updates? They were the travel sector, real estate, health, pets, animals, people, and society. Instead, on some news websites like legacy.com, for example, we see that the website has gained in average about 13 positions on their pages. So the news websites mainly has gained, from this update. Instead, we notice another behavior on the other section. What we have to do, in this situation when we have core update, nothing has been specified by Google. It's only a core update in order to improve the results provided by the search engine. So what we can do is coming back to Google Analytics, trying to understand what are the pages that has been hit by the update and start the optimization from those pages that were being hit by the update. Moving forward, now we have also another important update. We can see it on the Google Search Console. So basically, the old speed report has been replaced now with the Core Web Vitals report. So in order to provide a good user experience, according to Google, the site needs to meet three main expectations, which are the loading, the interactivity, and the visual stability. So those are the new metrics provided by Google in order to measure the performance and the user experience on the website. So basically, we have the largest continual painful, the first input delay, and the cumulative layout shift. And in the same report right now, we can see which are the best pages on our website. They are performing in the best way, which are pages with the moderate performance, and which are the pages with the low performance. Okay, let's move forward. We have also another new updates, very important update, maybe one of the most important updates this year. Now has arrived the big news. It's free to sell on Google. So the Google Shopping is not anymore only reserved for the paying results. But the question is why? Why Google right now is changing the game? Because we know that Google has adopted this model, pay to play on Google Shopping. So, from 2012, about 8 years, and all people who want to sell on Google, they need to pay. So in order to go inside the shopping area, we know that we need to open the Google Merchant Center account. We need to provide the feed, exporting all the products information that we have on our website to Google Merchants. After, we will be able to enter in this area in the Google Shopping. But why finally, Google has decided to change the game? Simply because there is a big competition with Amazon. So what's happening really is Google in some way is losing the game, especially for the small businesses for Amazon. Because for the small businesses, it's not so easy to go and enter this area of Google Shopping. and it will be much more easier to sell in Amazon. But as the research on the web has been increased, especially when we speak about the products, especially after the crisis of the COVID-19, the big players, I mean, were always in the Google Shopping, but the smaller players, the small businesses, it was hard for them to go inside this area. So Google has decided to change the game and let the shopping area available even for the organic results. I mean, this is a big opportunity, especially for the small retailers. So right now, I mean, it's a golden opportunity to go if you have an e-commerce, if you are selling products, to go provide the Google Feeds on the Google Merchant and start, trying to enter inside this area and try to sell directly there. And of course, here, I attached Google Merchant Center feed. So all of you, when you have the recap, of this meeting, you can go and see what an example of the Google Merchant Center feed that you can provide and send it to the Google Merchant. Okay, we have also another important update regarding the Google My Business. So right now, if the hours of certain services on your business is different from the business regular opening hours, you can now, mention these different hours. So it's not necessary to insert only the hours of the business. You can also specify their services, the different services you have, each one with a specific hours. Moving forward, always with the updates. So we have now another updates for the image search. So now from the image, we can see from the SERP what kind of image and what kind of correlation between the image and the final page. So as we see here, for example, when I'm searching image, for example, if I'm searching the sunglasses for a man, I can see right now that it presents, for example, here, but here doesn't representing a product. So I can see what is behind this page. This will facilitate in some way to get the right SERP intent. So if I am trying to find a product, I can understand directly from the SERP that this is a product, for example, but this is not a product. This is, important, especially when it comes for the e-commerces, because we know that a lot of products is searched by the image. So this will be helpful to get, the user intents directly from the SERP, not by exploring the page behind these images. Okay, moving forward, we have another update regarding the crawl. You know that we have, a big update in the late of 2019. Google announced that now they are going to take on consideration the no follows links. So this update basically was in two parts. The first part as already happened in 2019. The second part, has been activated till the 1st of March in 2020. Okay, next update. Now we have also, another update from Google. Google right now is warning on the guest posting for links. So this happened basically when Joe Mueller has responded on a guy on Twitter who was asking about the guest posting. Is it, useful? Is it good for SEO? Joe Mueller has answered that Google has, for years training their algorithm, to devaluate the guest post. So if the guest posting is not natural, if someone come to my website and write an article, it's usual, especially, in any industry, because it will bring benefits for both the hosting website, where there's somebody else is writing, and for the author itself, because in some way it will help the author to get more visibility and get maybe some new backlinks for these websites. And in fact, to SEMrush, after the tweet of Joe Mueller, we know because that SEMrush was providing the service, has stopped the service of the guest posting. Okay, moving forward, always with Jean Muller, another, nice answer has been given for a question that everyone made. So basically, Jean Muller was explaining which pages needs to be removed from the website. So the question was in this way from a girl. She was asking about her website. So she said, we are pushing news and articles. For example, we have 100 new articles every day, and 10 of them give 95% of the organic search, another 90 go nowhere. So, I mean, if I am a publisher and publishing a lot of news, of course, the traffic will arrive on some of them. In this case, only the 10% of what they publish has some traffic, but the other 90% was getting no traffic. So the question for Joe Muller was, what I have to do with the other pages. I mean, what I have to do with all these pages that they don't have the traffic. Should I remove them or should I keep them? What I have to do? The question of Joe Miller was, generic. So first of all, he explained that Google, before, deciding how to rank any website, they are going to the basic stuff. So they need to be sure that everything is there. The basic SEO, all the essential things are there. After he explained that even, those news is not public, it's a normal thing because a lot of news, they could be interesting in a specific period of time. After, they will not be very interesting. So we know that, the trends for COVID-19 has been increased in the last months, and a lot of searches has increased. So if you have a page that was speaking about COVID-19, for example, it's natural that they will receive a lot of traffic in that period. Now is a little bit decreasing. So what I have to do in a situation, I have to delete them? No, because it's a natural thing. So those kind of pages will not be considered like articles with a low quality. Okay, moving forward with the next update. Now we have another update. So Google feature snippet also has been updated. What's new in this update? If I'm searching for a specific questions, I'm trying to find an answer on Google. If I find this features snippet for my answer, once I click, Google will bring me directly to that part of answer on the page without, I need to navigate the whole page. So if we have an FAQ answer, for example, if we have an answer for how to reach a snippet, all this stuff, once I click on the answer, I will be redirected directly for this piece of information that I'm searching for on the page, and I notice that it's highlighted with a yellow color. Moving forward, always with the feature snippets. So we have another update on the FAQ reach results. What this update includes, basically what Google needs from us when we add the FAQ markup, Google tells us that this FAQ markup basically must be unique. So what we have to avoid is repeating the same markup on many pages. So each page needs to have a unique FAQ, and we don't have to repeat the FAQ on the whole cluster of pages. We need only one page with one FAQ, and that's enough. Okay, here we have also, another funny update. So Google is now experimenting these meshes that will show in the USA, this one, for people who are searching. So when Google will be not able, to find the results, I doubt that Google will not be able. It will give up this message. It looks like there aren't any great matches for your search. So if Google doesn't find any relative answers for the queries that we are searching for, it will provide us with this answer. Okay, moving forward, another update. So already with the Google Search Console, now we will have more control over the data and email notifications. So basically, if I am managing a Google Search Console account, I will be able right now to decide who are the persons. Maybe if I have another collaborators on my website, I will be able to decide who of them will they receive all the notification from Google Search Console and who they will receive nothing. So it's up to me to decide the notifications for all the people who is managing the Google Search Console. Okay, another update, always with John Miller. So now Google is explains how the author pages can help. So in another webinar, there was this question. The question was regarding EAT, and there was a guy who was asking, is it really necessary to provide the information of the author when we write articles? So if I am writing articles, do I need always to provide the person information behind these articles? And the simple answer, I mean, is yes. Why? I mean, we need to provide our entity, because Google, I mean, when see the persons behind, will be also able to collect the information. So let's take, for example, my entity. When I write, for example, articles, if I mentioned, I mean, all the information behind my entity, when I write the articles, Google will be able to collect all the information about me. So if I am writing about SEO, for example, Google can understand from my entity that is connected with my user on WordPress, for example. So when I write an article, Google will see that I write an article. This is me. This is all the information regarding my social accounts, for example, and will give more trust for the website. Why? Because we see, I mean, even if you try, if you used to write articles, just go and try to write your name, for example, and see what Google show on the SERP. So, for example, Google is able to understand that I work for Roadlift, for example. I am from Lebanese origin. I am an SEO expert, for example. I use it to give the updates. Always, you see here the word updates about the Google algorithm and all this stuff. So this, I mean, always help, because in this situation, Google will analyze the article, will analyze the person behind who is writing, and if this person has always used it to write something specific for this article, for these subjects, Google will trust this piece of content and will give it a better ranking. Okay, now let's move to the final update. We've been speaking about Google all the time. Now we are going to move and speak a little bit about Bing. So we have a new update with Bing Webmaster Tools. This update is related to the backlinks. So right now we can see the backlinks analysis directly from the Bing Webmaster Tools, and Bing also is providing some informations regarding the backlinks also for the competitors. So it's a cool things provided by Bing on their Webmaster Tool. Okay, and that's it. This is all the updates that we have for today. If you have any questions, please provide me with, and I'm going to try to answer on all your questions. Okay, I'm all ears here, guys. If you have any questions, please give me. Okay, so I think we're good. There are no informations. Thanks for joining us today, guys, and see you with the next updates. Bye bye.